this is.
Governor! Oh, you're screwed now.
Were you listening to the proceedings while the defense carried out this amazing examination?
We was, Governor. We was.
And what? And perhaps we can dispense with this tedious preamble. Simply answer this one question. A third bullet has been identified at the scene of the crime. What do you make of that?
Make of it, Gob? I don't.
Making nothing of it. Nothing at all. Is it one of yours?
Go blimey, Gov. Go blimey. Not a chance.
In that case, do you have an accomplice?
What? What? Never! The Skulking Brothers work alone!
It's just the two of us. That's our trademark.
How soon we forget the poor sulky. I know, it's funny how he wanted the fucking Gregson to be part of his part of the trio. Apparently, only two of the bullets from the crime scene originated from the firearms we have in evidence. The third bullet was fired from another gun. Where is it?
Rami, that's an eat scratcher. Alright, console for the defense.
Yeah? Yes?
I should like to hear your thoughts regarding these new developments. The third bullet, and the mysterious missing firearm from whence it came.
Thinking back over all the testimony we've heard and the evidence we've seen, I think I'm starting to form a picture of what really happened that night. My lord, I think it's clear what this third bullet tells us about the Skulking Brothers. They had a secret accomplice, they had another gun, or it has nothing to do with them. Honestly, why would it not have nothing to do with them? Realistically, that bullet was there when we got there. That whole, if we look at the picture, it was there once we got there, if you remember correctly. And I looked at it, I remember that was not there before. So, and it happened on April 16th, the day of the crime. And it's green. I have a feeling that someone else was there at the door. So they had a secret accomplice. On that night at Windy Banks Pawnbrokery, the brothers must have been working with a third man. And why you're so quiet about it? The witnesses are clearly doing their best to cover up the existence of this accomplice. But the evidence all points to the fact that there was someone else present. Someone carrying a gun. Yeah. Who else got shot? And blood right there. Let me guess. You're gonna then prove it. Is that what you're gonna say? An accomplice, you say? Pig's will. What? These protracted proceedings have already forced us to endure two amazing examinations. Yet in all that time, there has been not a murmur of a third man. If this apparently wraith-like being exists, okay? The court must be shown hard evidence. Without it, the fantasy will be crushed. How is it our turn to... We already have evidence. The bullet. This thing, if you haven't noticed, there's blood. And for certain, it ain't Sherlock Holmes, because remember, there's no bullet hole coming out of his back, so the blood wouldn't have splattered through there. He still had it in him. No. The blood was still leaking out of him and didn't splash out. So it has to be someone else's. The prosecution demands answers to two accounts. Firstly, proof, evidence that this accomplice was ever at the scene of the crime. And secondly, the identity of the Spurs' character. The Skulkins are lying. I know that. But I like how Barry Van Zix didn't want to prove it. But meanwhile, I'm like, you do know these guys have been lying this whole time, and we've caught them numerous times. What makes you not think that they might be lying right now? How can I ascertain the identity of the person they're hiding?
Controller.
Oh, we could. I'm supposed to prove the existence of the accomplice and reveal the person's identity, even. To respond to prosecution's demands, my lord, the defense is... Either way, if we say unable to present, we lose the point. If we say ready to present answers, that's the correct option. We have to. It's not if we can we or if we can or can't. It's that we have to. The defense is ready. I believe I can provide all the answers of the prosecution demands.
So, my Nipponese friend, despite the swimming eyes, you seem to think you have something to say. This promises to be interesting.
Alright, focus, Ryunosuke. I have to push forward now. There's no other option. I need to use every single piece of evidence available to me if it will make a difference.
In that case, Consul, I would ask you to present the evidence without delay. On the night in question, in the moments leading up to the death of the victim, what proof have you was there the third intruder at the scene of the crime?
Okay, let's really think this. I have a feeling I should present this. Alright? And connect it to this. Okay? And here's the thing. Let's look over the evidence. Armband. What could this tell us? Nothing, bruh. Like, I don't know why that's always there, honestly. This, anything that comes with a pawnbroker's ticket has nothing to do with it. Gina's representation papers, not at all. It's this that I feel like it might be the case. This, however, nothing to do with the case at the moment. The Iris's manuscript, nothing we can use. McGilda's case notes, not yet. Today's paper, what is there to be? The autopsy report, not really too much to explain on it. And the same with the crime scene photo, and these two pictures don't really mean anything. The stereoscope, not really. The guns don't really have anything to do with the case, however, honestly. What we're trying to prove. The crime scene photograph, good layout, but realistically doesn't help us at all. Now, the third bullet obviously shows the evidence. Mr. Sean's pouch, which we already found where we found the bullet, but doesn't really prove us anything. The music box disc, not really too much, is only the blood stain that we were after. And the third bullet, like I said, that we've already found the third bullet, and there was a third gun fired, but that does not prove anything at all. If anything, it could just prove that, so for some reason, maybe they did have the gun, had an extra gun, but they just threw it away. But regardless, this does not prove that there was a third accomplice by itself. I have to say, the blood samples portfolio.
Take that!
The evidence is right here, in this portfolio.
The portfolio again, is it?
And do you expect the court to rifle through your papers itself? Be more specific. Okay, I will.
You claim one of those blood samples proves the presence of the third intruder. Well, which one is it?
Alright, if we prove this, it's this blood right here. This blood right here. This proves there was a third intruder, but also we can present this. But I'm going to present this for now and see what happens. I think I might be wrong on this, and I should stick with my second guess, but I'm going to do this first.
Take that!
What am I looking at here? This appears to be in a green paint or such like around the bullet hole in the middle of the calendar.
That's blood? That's a blood stain, my lord.
A blood stain?
Rain blood, curious even for you. Is the court to understand that the intruder was some unhuman creature? It's something developed by Mr. Herlock Sholmes. Oh, by the great detective! New invention, stop. Not yet appeared in stories, stop. I'm also a huge fan, stop. Just like the maid, stop. Apparently we all are huge fans. It's this, you see. It doesn't have a name yet, though. This fogger sprays a chemical that reacts with the different elements of people's blood to change its color.
Different elements of people's blood?
Yes, everyone's blood is slightly different, you see. Because it's made up of different elements. I like how I changed her voice. I got used to it now how it was before. I'm getting back to it. So by seeing what color it changes to, you can tell in a flash whose blood it is. Oh! That brings a whole extra dimension at looking at blood! More than stereoscopes, apparently. Talk of blood in courtroom. Stop. Very exciting. Stop. I don't know why I keep tapping my finger thing. I'm sorry if you hear that in the background. There was a motorcycle going on in the background. I'm sorry if you heard that, if the mic picked that up. I doubt it, but either way, I have to mention it regardless if you do. As an example, this one shows that the blood of the victim of Mr. Winnie Bank.
Oh, it's like in blue. And this one.
Yes, so you see the green color of this blood stain on the calendar shows that somebody else was shot at the main part of the shop.
Now hold the file there, young man.
Could be from the unrelated incident, couldn't it? No, it's not unrelated. Why would it be? Why would there be blood right there and not be cleaned up? The date showing the calendar is the date on which Mr. Winnie Bank was killed.
By golly!
Therefore, we can assume that whoever was shot on the same day. Yep. And then whose blood is it? Well, the Skulkin brothers in the stand don't appear to be suffering from any gunshot injuries. Not really. Which means it must be the blood of somebody else. The third intruder, in fact.
Objection!
Whose identity? The court is still waiting to hear. You can't delay this any longer, my learned friend. Who is the alleged third intruder? So, now that we know who blood it is, because it matches with the music box disc, who else could it be? Who else is?
Take that!
This guy here. The man's name is Edgar Benedict.
Edgar Benedict? Who on earth are you talking about, Consul?
He paid a visit to Winnie Bank's pawnbrokery on the afternoon before the incident took place. When the accused attempted to deceive the pawnbroker into releasing this article into her possession. Correct. That's right. What? The man identified by the defense, Mr. Edgar Benedict, then attempted to take the article from the defendant by force. Exactly. Why else? Why was he here? Broker. Yes, sir. I forgot his voice, actually. I believe this filthy pocket thief has just redeemed an article from you, no? Yes. The article in question belongs to me. I demand for it to be returned at once. Now that's a lie. What are you trying to pull? Give me back my overcoat, you rascal. And needless to say. Ooh. Any music box discs, too. Inspector Gregson was there at the time and can attest what happened. In the end, it was the inspector himself who took the disc.
Can you corroborate this account, Inspector?
Yes, my lord. That's more or less what happened. Even though we didn't capture him. But here's proof. In the interest of being thorough, I asked Mr. Winnie Bank a print showing the fellow. Yep, he's right there. Taken from one of the red-handed recorder gubbinesses. Yes, that's him. That's him talking to Mr. Winnie Bank that morning.
Okay, this man is a brother's accomplice.
Well, Mr. and Mr. Skulkin. Never seen the case before in my life.
On me life, Gov. On me life. I've never seen them.
Somewhat unsurprisingly, it appears our witnesses disagree with the assertion.
I wonder. I'm sure your lordship recalls my Nipponese friend's actual assertion, which was that he could prove the identity of the alleged accomplice. Yes, and I can. Then show us the evidence! I agree. We must see proof that the clean-cut gentleman in the photograph is the filthy criminal you say he is. wonder how we're gonna do that. This is the last piece of evidence. I've had a feeling that something has been missing in this trial from the very start. But now, I'm gonna drag a kicking and screaming into the courtroom.
Are you ready to present your answer to the court then, Consul?
Yes, my lord. The defenses will present the evidence now. Proof that the man pictured in the photographic print was, in fact, the person struck by the third bullet. Should we? Okay. Here's the thing. Now, should we do the same thing, or present the music box disc because it has a smear of blood, and then on it turned green when analyzed? Honestly, we could, but I'm gonna try out this.
Take that!
Yeah, I knew it. Okay. As I mentioned before, on the afternoon of the day in question, the defendant attempted, deceitfully admittedly, to reclaim the disc from Mr. Wendy Banks.
Which is when the aforementioned, I'm sorry for moving the mic, I'm so sorry, Ella Benedict appeared on the scene, I believe. This man then attempted to purloin the article from the defendant's possession, no?
Exactly. That's correct, my lord. I myself was present at the time. It was following this that a minor incident occurred. What a minor incident? But of course, sir. Here is a disc for you. And I keep moving my mic. I'm so sorry. Very well. Ooh, cha! I broke my coat. Then I shall bid you farewell. Say goodbye to style. Wait a minute. That disc is mine. And yep. Ah! But what? What do you think you're doing, you little tramp? You drawn blood. You filthy animal. I'm so sorry. I forgot how it sounds like. And I can't really still find after years of playing this game, well, not years, last year, and days over this, I still haven't gotten a good grasp of his voice. Being a music box disc, it has countless small but sharp metal protrusions over the surface. Those protrusions cause Mr. Benedict's finger to bleed, and the resulting smear of blood is still visible on the disc now.
Goodness, a blood stain, is it?
My assistant and I have just analyzed the blood stain here in this very courtroom. Using my trusty fogger gun. Yes, and we added the results to this portfolio. I say, it's green. It's exactly the same color as the blood around the calendar. The evidence is conclusive. The man calling himself Mr. Edgar Benedict, who was in Wendy Banks earlier that day, is the accomplice who was present at the scene of the crime that same night. So there was someone else. Look at those two brothers. They're sweating like hell. Oh, you're talking about? It's boiling in here. My lord. I guess they would say it is boiling in here because there's a lot of fire around here. So, my lord, it is the opinion of the defense that Mr. Edgar Benedict should be summoned to the courtroom to testify.
It would certainly seem that we can ill afford to ignore the gentleman's apparent presence.
Objection!
This has gone long enough now. Displaying great ignorance of the mechanics of law. What kind? Sherlock Holmes, you say? Yes, I've heard the name. The protagonist in a series of short stories for the vulgar classes. A god of detection, or some such. Ooh, you're gonna get offended by that? I wouldn't, if I were you, Iris, I wouldn't let him talk like that. And now you employ chemical substances devised by the fantastical persona in the highest court in the land. Or do you expect us to take you seriously? The samples made by this plaything are not fit to be called evidence. So the bloodstain turned a shade of green. What of it? Here's to you successfully proving that no other blood in the world would turn the same color. Well, prove it! And I pray, do not even think of suggesting that we should take Mr. Sholmes' word for it. Oh, we can't. Is he right about that? I don't know. I mean, he's a great detective. What are you talking about? We can't let him take control, or I don't know. Damn it! I knew it would come to this. Of course, Mr. Sholmes' invention isn't going to be recognized by any official body. But what other choice do I have? I'm just remembering what Father Christmas over there said before about how he was temporarily suspending this amazing examination. Wait. In other words, the examination isn't over yet, is it?
Reed, what did you just say? What did you just say, young girl?
And in this amazing examination, the decision is as to whether or not the trial continues. It's in the hands of the 6 jurors, isn't it? Oh, shit! I forgot about that. So, the way I see it, it doesn't matter what certain other people think of Hurley's invention. At least, not for now. Yes, she's right!
Young lady, you have quite the devious mind, and also a very, very intelligent mind.
It really just comes down to one thing. Whether these ladies and gentlemen of the jury, and I forgot violin, are convinced by what you say, Bruno. Is that about right, would you say? Or did I misunderstand something? No, you're right. We're still in this amazing examination. Unbelievable! Mr. Sean's partner is a force to be reckoned with. Iris Wilson, sharpshooter.
And the assured pieces of the situation from the entirely unexpected source. It must be acknowledged that the previous submission examination has yet to reach its conclusion.
This is absurd!
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the court now looks to you for your final leanings in this matter. As proud citizens of Her Majesty Britain, I'm sure you will come to fair and just conclusions.
Ooh, come on, I know you wanna.
So then, state your final decision in turn, please.
Not guilty.
What the hell?
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Already?
Guilty.
Okay.
Guilty.
Not guilty.
Yes! The violin Bolshevik goes. He's with us. Let's go. At least there's 2 people who still have their doubts, but still.
So called guilty and Paul called not guilty. Such is the outcome of this amazing examination.
Objection.
My lord, with all due respect, this is an outrage! The prosecution refuses to accept this decision.
On what grounds? If these jurors are persuaded by some half-baked concoction devised by a pretender to real police work, then they are too ignorant to be trusted with judgment of anyone's guilt! I'm sorry, Lord Van Six, but the outcome to the submission examination cannot be ignored. The trial will continue.
Ah! I've been shot again! 5th bullet now! It's a 5th one!
Nevertheless, we find ourselves in a rather awkward situation.
What do you mean by that?
The defense has also already very reasonably requested a subpoena of a new witness, and there's another motorcycle outside. But sadly, I cannot edit that out. I fear that will be impossible.
What?
The name of the gentleman gave for himself, Edgar Benedict, is quite clearly false.
How do you know about that? I don't believe it. Just when I'd managed to prove the man was there that night. Could I say something?
Who was that? Please, who spoke?
It was me, my lord. Stop. Okay. Juror number 5. I wish I know their names. I hate calling them by their juror name numbers.
What have you to say, madam?
If possible, Inspector.
Me, ma'am?
I wonder if you might show the photographic print to me again. The one in which the treasure is shown.
Alright, this one you mean? Mr. Benedict? Sunshine?
Interesting. Yes. There's no doubt in my mind. Joanne number 5, you don't mean to say... You know this man! Yes, I know him.
What? No! Gracious!
How? How the fuck do you know that, Nick?
Order! 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 Door number 5. How on earth?
I am the communication officer. Stop. As we can clearly see, the gentleman in the photograph is Stop. My crush. As also a communication officer. Stop. He works in my office. Stop. Okay. A very talented operator. In fact, Stop. Now she's getting excited with her button right there. She's like, this is what I want him to do to me. This is right here. This is what I want him to do with me right now. He should be in the communication station now. Stop. I stalk him every day, hoping he would do me. Stop. Tapping away to the telegraph. I wish he was tapping me instead. Stop. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Because just look at her. She wants to. She wants it. This doesn't seem right somehow. I can't put my finger on why, but it doesn't feel right. I suppose we all imagine the accomplice would be some sort of hardened criminal. It's a bit unexpected to find out that he has a respectable job by day, whatever he gets up to at night. Yes, I suppose that's right. That's it. I suppose that's why I felt something was wrong.
If the gentleman is at London's communication station, we should be able to subpoena him within an hour. Lord Round 6, if you please.
Yes, my lord.
Make the necessary rearrangements with all haste.
As your lordship bids.
The court will receive for 1 hour. When the new witnesses arrives, we shall reconvene to hear the gentleman's testimony. Inspector Gregson.
Yes, my lord.
I should like to hear from you specifically about the events at the pawnbrokery on the day in question. Come to my chambers during the recess. You know I'm gonna ask you to go get the guy. First, talk to me.
Yes, sir, my lord.
Very well. Court is adjourned until 1:40 p.m.
Alright. This is gonna be a long try. To be continued already? Oh, fuck. Well, I don't know. I was gonna plan on making this a 2-episode duration examination, but apparently it's not really long enough, so we're gonna continue on with the story. Yes, continue on. And by the way, don't look at the date, don't look at the date, don't look at the date. Okay, cool. Anyways, back to the story. 17th of April, 12:41 p.m. The Old Bailey Defendant's Antechamber. I took a long time to read that out loud. Holy shit. Alright. Gina, how are you holding up? I hope she's doing alright, honestly. No stress. Why are you so mad at me? I'm starting to feel quite warmly towards her frequent cold shoulders now. It's so warm now. It doesn't mean that she hates me, it just means that she appreciates me, I think. I don't know. Jeannie, are you alright? Why aren't you saying anything? Yeah, why aren't you? She's still concerned, I guess. What's the point, eh? Why go all the trouble and fight so hard? For the likes of me. What? Well, you saw it. That picture. What picture? Ah, you mean this? The photograph taken by Hurley's red-handed recorder? Yeah, apparently. Well, I didn't think it would have captured a scene like this, that's for sure. Yeah, it didn't really help us out a lot, Gina, but regardless, we made it this far, so it's hopeless. Anyone who sees it's gonna think I did it, ain't they? Well, I won't pretend it wasn't a bit of a shock when the prosecution first presented it to the court. It was a shock to me, too. Surely you gotta have your doubts about me now. You can't still think I'm innocent. Gina, of course I can. Because you know you didn't do it. And I know you didn't do it. Just because we have something that might contradict that, we still have some evidence that proves otherwise too. So I know you didn't do it. Jeannie, why don't you talk to us? Tell us what really happened that night. Huh? Yeah, that's so fucking true. Why didn't you tell us? How have you not told us what happened that night? Rena's cleverly managed to piece together a lot of new information, but still, we'd really like to hear it from you. Come on, tell me. You tell Ricky right now. Like, come on, tell good old Runo what happened. Come on, it's all right. All right then. All right. So there I was. No, I was kidding. It was after we'd had that dinner together at your place, right, Iris? Are you asking that we had dinner? Did you forget that we had dinner? Why are you asking her? Then we all had a chat up in your office, didn't we? Yes, I remember. Okay, then what happened? After that, I couldn't get to sleep. So I slipped out and went down the street to the 2-1 to Winnie Banks' place. I had to know if Iris' story was there or not, the Hound of Bakersville's. I don't know what it's about or nothing, but if you ask me, there's something in it that Sholmes don't like. Something what he don't want people to read in. So that's why he lied to Iris about sticking it in lug with Winnie Bank for safekeeping. At least, that's what I thought at the time. Huh, okay. So you broke into Winnie Banks. I just had to know if it was there or not. I mean, I had no idea of all of that was gonna kick off, did I? Not really. We didn't know. You didn't even know that whole thing was gonna happen. I struck the lock and snuck inside. It was dark as you like in there, okay? So I gave the old oil lamp at the counter a bit of wick, and that's when...
What do you think you're doing?
Ah! Oh, shit. That's actually... I nearly died, I did. And the next thing I knew, you took the gun from him. I grabbed the gun off the counter and was waving it like an air like I don't know what. Okay? Yeah, that's why I said she's holding it in the air, not pointing it. I feel like she's just doing that so she wouldn't get like I don't know, like wouldn't be attacked by Mr. Winnie Bake right there, because he didn't know. And Mr. Winnie Bake seems like the type of guy who would shoot before asking.
Ah, you're the girl who was in here in this afternoon. I didn't think pickpockets went in for armed robbery.
The manuscript. Have you got it here? Did Sholmes leave a load of papers with you? A story?
I beg your pardon?
The Hound of the something or other. If it's here, I want to see it.
I'm sorry, young lady, but I'd sooner die than relinquish an article belonging to one of my customers.
I don't want it. What I do with it? What would I do with it anyway? I just want to see it's here. That's all.
Oh, you want to see it, do you?
I want to know if Sholmes really pawned it here or not. Please, just let me see it, and I'll go.
Oh, very well then.
Exactly. This is what I feel like Winnie Bank would have done. I don't think this is what I honestly gotta believe that this happened. I believe Gina. I doubt that Winnie Bank would be like, no, I don't want you to see it. No, he's like, he doesn't want you to take it, but he's allowing her to see it because he understands a bit. He understands. And Gina doesn't seem like the type of person who would shoot him. If anything, she still has the gun just for her safety, because let's face it, she's a woman. She's a little girl, a young woman, I mean. And this guy, as we clearly saw in the testimonies, he can kick ass. So, obviously, she had to pick up the gun because for her own safety. And we already seen how Winnie Pink is whenever he has the gun. He might shoot himself. If anything, she's not really protecting herself, but protecting him.
But for pity's sake, stop waving my gun around, would you?
You still had the gun, didn't you? So then the old cove unlocked the storeroom and we both went inside. And it was there, alright. The manuscript. Jones weren't lying after all. You did all that to just check for me, Genie? Anyway, then there was a bit of kick-up in the main bit of the shop. The Skulkin brothers arriving on the scene, yes? What was that noise? Someone's breaking in!
Dear me. If there's some burglars convention here tonight that I don't know about.
I think I forgot to shut the door behind me, sorry.
I better go take care of it. Could I possibly have my gun back?
Oh, well, I'll come with you and...
No. Now, don't be foolish, young girl. You must stay right here. Don't leave this room under any circumstances.
Ooh. Gina, you have a fucking good heart. A heart of gold, honestly. Even though she's like a petty thief? What the fuck? She was like, no, I'll go with you. There'll be numbers. I will help you fight. And like, no. And also, God bless this guy. He's old. He's a man. He's a man. He's an adult. An adult's job is to always protect the young. As we've seen right here. As he's clearly showing right here. Gina, like I said, Gina's still a skinny little girl and everything. Young woman. But... she may have the skills, but she does not need to experience this. She's already went through too much trauma. And with that, he took the gun out of me and hands and walked back to the door of the shop. I like how he's like, give me that. Alright, I'll go. And I like how he can just throw hands like Mr. Winnie Banks. I love it. It's sad to say that he passed away, but Mr. Winnie Banks was such an amazing character. We barely see him, but we can just tell the amount of dedication he has. Not just protecting the things in the shop, but also have consideration of other people's safety too. Kind of cool. People like that are awesome, honestly. And people who offer to help or are willing to take that risk too, are awesome too. Like Gina, she's trying to do. I hung back to the storeroom and, like I said, staring in my ears in the dark and to hear what was going on. It sounded like they got into a bit of a scrap. I started to think I should help, see? So I was just about to go into the storeroom myself, then 2 gunshots you hear. I heard a couple of shots go off, 2 I think, almost at the same time. And there he was, right at my feet, lying face down on the floor. I was right next to the storeroom door, so I slammed it shut and locked it quick as you like. Because you thought whoever had shot Mr. Winnie Bank might come for you. Yeah, so I went to grab the old glove's gun. I figured I'd put him up a fight at least. But when I got a better look at him, I knew. He was dead. Winnie Bank was a goner. Did you pass out? It felt funny in me, and all of a sudden, kind of dizzy. You fainted. And after that, I don't remember nothing. You passed out because you got scared when you saw a dead body. That must be when you passed out, Gina. If I hadn't done what I done, the old cove might still be alive. So you blame it. So you're saying, regardless you didn't shoot him, every time you're saying that you did it, was mostly because you feel responsible for his death because of the actions you've done. But Gina, that was not your fault. You didn't know what was gonna happen. Did you tell the police everything you just told us? Of course I did, but they didn't believe a word of it, did they? All they said was, I kept telling lies. It made things even worse for me. I'll be alright, Jeannie. Don't worry. Just stay strong a little longer. Runa's about to put a real culprit through the mill. Exactly. Don't worry. Even if we're gonna have a hard time proving it, we're not giving up on you, Gina. Look at what was there in the afternoon. That Edgar Benedict. Was he there? I still remember how he looked at me. Like I was nothing. He was there that night. So he was. We don't know his real name yet. But I'm convinced that he's involved somehow. Exactly. Anyway, thank you for telling us what happened, Gina. I appreciate your honesty. Oh, you what? You can leave it all to Runa's capable hands now, Genie. Exactly. We got this. Mr. Naruto. Yes? How come you trust me? I don't get it. What do you mean? I mean, have you forgotten what happened here before? Come on. It was only 2 months ago. And 2 months ago, even though you lied, you were also a victim to it. Me and Miguel did. We told you a pack of lies. A whole pack of lies, not a pack of lies. And you got the bog shredder off with him. Even though he was a killer. No. I could never forget that. Oh? I did what I thought was best at the time. But the pain of that error of judgment doesn't get any easier to bear. Still, don't forget that I also made you a promise. I told you that I'd be by your side to the bitter end, no matter what. But what if I'm lying? You could be working to get another killer off the hook for all you know. I was once in your position, Gina. I was the accused in the trial. You were? Before I left Japan, I was accused of murder. And strange as it might sound, the circumstances of the crime were pretty damning. I was sure that no one would believe it wasn't me who'd done it. Oh, Runo. Yeah, like I'm surprised he hasn't told this story to Iris yet. But there was one person who stood up for me, who believed in me, and was prepared to defend me. My best friend. Ryunosuke, no one believes in you more than I do. Leave this to me. All you need to do is put your faith in me, and I'll do the rest. I was so happy I cried. You did? I didn't see that. I didn't see sobs in the fucking first episode. What do you mean? But even then, somewhere inside me I couldn't help thinking, surely he doesn't really believe in me. Not completely. But I was wrong. As soon as my trial began, it was obvious that he had an absolute, unwavering belief in me. Even though you're the one who defended yourself, but he was still by your side. And in turn, I developed an absolute, unwavering belief in him. So do that, Gina. Since then, I came to realize, if you want someone to believe in you, you have to believe in the other person first. What are you saying? I promise you, Gina, that no matter what happens, I'll keep believing in you. So you don't have to worry. I won't let you down. Just believe in him now. Come on, Gina. Believe in him. He will get you. He will make you. You will be innocent. Even though I'm a diver. And a good liar. You're not like McGill did. I know that. Eh? That's right. You're our friend, Jeannie. Iris. We know you better than you think. And we come to the conclusion that you're someone we can trust. Yes. That's really all we need to know. Exactly. Mr. Naruto, Yeah, cover your head. You don't have to look at us when you say it. Aww.
Defendant Gina Lestrade and her legal representative. Court proceedings are about to resume. Please head to the courtroom immediately.
Okay, fine. And yes, of course. Thank you. Well, looks like we're about to finally put this trial to an end. I've been both a defendant and a defending lawyer in my time. So I knew only too well just how hard it was to put all your faith in another. And I also knew just how hard it was to bear the burden of another, putting all their faith in you. This is it at last. The final chapter. The final battle. Wish me luck, Susato-san. And I hope you're watching over me too, partner. What? You mean her like Shom? But he's talking about, you know who. So. Alrighty then. Time for round 3. And actually round 2. Round 3 because of the to be continued. But round 2. 17th of April, 1:41 p.m. The Old Bailey courtroom.